Welcome to The Explainer. Let's just dive straight into it because today we're unpacking something absolutely fascinating. We're looking at how to build a literal cinematic legend using almost nothing but fragmented dialogue. We're going to break down the transcript from a truly masterful 2014 trailer, you know the one, to see exactly how a handful of disconnected quotes constructs this terrifying, rich underworld. And the crazy part? We do all this without seeing a single punch thrown on the page. Now, what's really chilling here is just the sheer gravity of this single line. Just think about the massive weight those words carry for a second. We don't even know what happened yet, right? We barely know who was wronged, but bam! The dialogue instantly establishes this terrifying, unshakable hierarchy. Suddenly, the action itself is totally secondary, and the true horror lies entirely in the identity of the target. It begs this immediate burning question: whose terrifying reputation is being established here? Like, who exactly is the man that warrants such absolute paralyzing dread from a seasoned voice of authority?
Section 1. The inciting incident.
Okay, notice how masterfully this dialogue escalates right before our eyes. Step 1 is the inquiry. It begins with this simple, almost mundane interaction over a nice ride, right? Someone just asking, how much for the car? It's an everyday occurrence. Then step 2, the refusal. A firm but polite, she's not for sale. But then, we plummet straight into the abyss with step 3, the consequence. The leap from casually negotiating over a vintage car to the heart-wrenching phrase, "I lost everything," is staggering. It takes a completely common gas station interaction, and within literally just 3 dialogue beats, it spirals it into profound, world-shattering grief.
This brilliantly illustrates the emotional core of the whole story. It proves that the chaos about to unfold, well, it isn't just business. And it's for sure not just about a car. It's deeply, tragically personal. We aren't just dealing with some disconnected series of events here. We are dealing with pure, raw, human emotion. And that right there is an emotional anchor that makes the ensuing motivation entirely clear and, honestly, completely understandable to any of us.
Moving on to Section 2, Echoes of a Dark Past. Let's look at the phrase, "this pond." The protagonist is warned. Jonathan, you got out once. You dip so much as a pinky back in this pond, you may find something reaching out to pull you back in. I mean, it's just a brilliant metaphorical warning. It represents this insanely dangerous, inescapable criminal underworld. It's not just some physical location. It's framed as a living, breathing entity that actively reaches out to grab you. It tells us, right off the bat, that this guy didn't just casually retire. He escaped an immense gravitational pull that is constantly threatening to drag him right back down into the murky depths.
And what's the atmosphere of that underworld actually like? Just listen to the subtext of absolute fear in this next line. You know, we don't get some long exposition dump detailing his past victories. We don't need it. The simple fact that an entire criminal ecosystem is completely paralyzed, that absolutely nobody is making a move or jumping, tells us exactly how uniquely dangerous this single individual really is.
So let's contrast these two mindsets, because this is where the tragedy really crystallizes. On one side, we have total ignorance. It's personal, but you get that car, what does it matter? This is the voice of the uninitiated, right? It's the arrogant youth treating this like a standard transaction or some petty theft. But then on the other side, we have grim reality. It's not what you did, son, it's who you did it to. This side-by-side comparison brilliantly illustrates the fatal mistake of underestimating the target. The dramatic tension relies entirely on that massive gap between these two understandings, and watching the horrific realization dawn on the ignorant party.
Which brings us to Section 3, The Legend Returns. Notice the stark difference in how the protagonist views himself versus how the rest of the world views him. Look at this casual understatement. "I'm just sorting some stuff out." It's entirely mundane. Honestly, it sounds like he's doing his taxes or cleaning out the garage over the weekend. But contrast that with his legendary reputation, spoken by an adversary. No one's that good. We have this incredible dissonance. The world watches in awestruck reverence, viewing his work as mythic and almost impossible, while he views it as a simple, necessary, and kind of bothersome chore.
And then we hit this specific line, which is just drenched in deep irony. Think about human nature for a second here, and why someone would explicitly say this out loud. Stating a lack of fear actually confirmed the sheer terror surrounding the name John Wick. I mean, if you're in a room and you feel the desperate need to announce that you aren't afraid of the man standing in front of you, you are, in reality, absolutely terrified of him. It's a masterful use of dialogue where the exact opposite of the words being spoken is actually what's being communicated. So, the crucial point all of this has been building towards is this extremely simple question. Is he back? We've seen the inciting incident, we've heard the whispers of his dark past, and we've analyzed the sheer terror his name inspires. The entire narrative pivots on the dramatic tension of this single question. After losing his wife's final gift, will he finally, fully embrace the violent legend that everyone else is so terrified of?
And here is the explosive, definitive answer. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. This is the energetic climax of the whole thing. It's a confident, chilling declaration. It's no longer forced. It's not reluctant. It is a full, terrifying realization of self. He has entirely embraced his legendary persona. The dialogue firmly transitions him from a grieving widower who is just sorting some stuff out into the unstoppable, mythic force the criminal underworld feared he would become again.
Finally, we're left with this quietly intimidating reality. I thought I let myself in. Just think about how perfectly these sparse, disconnected lines of dialogue have constructed an absolutely unstoppable force, and they did it all without showing a single drop of physical combat. From a totally mundane interaction over a car to the absolute capitulation of his enemies, the storytelling is just incredibly focused and efficient. So, my final question to you is this. If a handful of words can build a world so rich with dread and consequence, how much more terrifying is it when those words are finally put into action?